Okay, this particular mantra is actually, from what I can gather, over 100 years old. Um, and it it's an interesting mantra. Because it was actually came out of an age that was pre-penicillin, almost pre-electricity, some of that, and people or individuals developed this and then applied it because it worked. And I don't want to say that it's maybe your personal mantra, but let me give it to you, and then I'll explain what it does. The mantra reads like this, and why don't you jot this down if you have pencils there. It's just a few words here. It begins by I am whole, comma, perfect, comma, strong, comma, powerful, comma, loving, comma, harmonious, comma, and happy. Okay, so you have 7 things there. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Okay, those are positive affirmations. Those are not negative things. Okay, and what happens with this is something very strange. This mantra is in your consciousness, your everyday consciousness, like we're talking about now. What you want to try to do is to move that from your consciousness into your subconscious. And by doing so, what happens is you begin to affect your behavior, your perspectives. It becomes part of your perception. In other words, it becomes part of you. And if you look at this, it seems really simplistic, but it covers a tremendous amount. Talks about being whole and perfect. So that means that as an individual, you've got, basically, you're affirming the fact that you've got all the pieces in place. It says you are also strong and powerful. Some people don't consider themselves strong and powerful, but people, if they get the perceptual foundation set up in a certain way, can be very strong and powerful. And then the third sort of group is loving, harmonious, and happy. That means that you're basically your personal life, the way you interact with people, is of a certain way. You sort of view life in a certain way. It's more upbeat and not depressed. It's not the doom and gloom that we see so much. It's not the glass is half empty. It's the glass is half filled. Okay, now did you guys write that down? You got it down? Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do between now and when we talk again tomorrow is pull that out periodically. I want you to memorize it. You can memorize it. It's pretty easy. It's only like 10 words. Repeat it, and repeat it, and then we'll discuss it tomorrow when we speak again. Okay? This is a personal development piece here. And I don't want to say it's magical. I don't want to say it's tricks. If you don't use it, it won't work. But if you use it, what happens is you begin to think a little bit differently, particularly about yourself. Maybe you were thinking, I don't know, I'm inadequate, or golly gee, I can't do battle today, or it seems like everything's against me, and on and on. By using this mantra, by using this saying here, you can begin to reprogram yourself to think a little bit differently. Now, if we relate that back to company culture,